Day of blackouts has crippled India, depriving 600 million people of electricity and leaving half of the country in the dark. The first outage was localized to northern India and affected around 350 million people, but the second spread to eastern and northeastern regions, including the capital of New Delhi. At least 300 trains have been held up and other important infrastructure has been impacted, leaving giant traffic jams and coal miners stranded underground. While power cuts are relatively common in the country, increased demand has become more common lately. Farmers are using more irrigation in part because monsoon rains have been delayed, and people are increasing their use of air conditioning units. Observers have called on India, the third largest Asian economy, to update its infrastructure to meet growing electricity needs. After the latest blackouts, those calls will no doubt grow in volume and number.
Traffic jam, businesses shut down, and trains ground to a halt early Monday morning as the entire region of North India lost power for more than 12 hours. Al Jazeera has the details.
7 states with over 300 million people were affected after an excessively high demand in electricity tripped the northern grid, one of the country's main sources of power supply.
Power was partially restored to some areas within 6 hours, and after 12 hours, the entire grid was back online. CNN International reports India borrowed power from neighboring Bhutan in order to restore power. Blackouts are not unusual for India, but this shutdown is the most severe blackout India has experienced in 10 years. According to the BBC, this latest failure highlights massive problems with the country's outdated power network.
This blackout is a symptom of India's chronic energy shortage. Smaller scale power cuts are common across the country. Experts say India's power infrastructure needs to be urgently improved.